Come on, let's go stealth camping. Hi, welcome back to Stealth Camping Adventures. Today we are hiking across the city about 4 miles to our next location, which is gonna be in a spot of woods between a residential area and also an apartment complex. Around the back of it is also where the city dumps all their mulch and city debris. So anyways, I'll see you a little further down the road. If you guys are wondering why I'm walking and not taking my bike and trailer, it's because when I bought new gear, I also bought new hiking gear, extra lightweight gear, and I want to try it out. I got a new bivy tent. I'll talk about that when we get to the destination. But it is another wonderful day outside. The temperature is around 71 degrees. I probably already walked a little over 1.5 miles, and I would say in another 2 miles should be where we are going to be stealth camping for the night. There's one thing about hiking, sure makes me miss my bike and trailer. No, I'm just kidding. It's a little more work, but I kept everything in my backpack very light. Everything only weighs about 22 pounds, which I think is a very low weight, especially when you guys see what I brought with me. All right, well, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, well, the destination is straight ahead. Look at that nice bench. Tell you what, it would have been nice to pop a squat on that for about 5 minutes. Not used to this hiking stuff yet, but honestly, I love hiking. I love watching hiking videos. So, the only way to do it is to begin. But anyways, I'll show you what I'm looking at straight ahead, and you can see the part of the woods that we are gonna try to go stealth camping in tonight. Here, check it out. Okay, there's the woods straight ahead of us, and that part of the woods that we're looking at right now is where the city dumps their yard waste. Oh, and look at that, the residential house, and you can see residential neighborhoods in the back. So we are going to be camping somewhere in those woods. Where exactly? I haven't a clue. But either way, we'll get back there and camp for the night. Looks like a lot of open space back there. Here you can get a better view now. Here, look at this. Yeah, you can see quite a open field right there. And then further back in the middle of the screen, there's a lot more woods. So that means you and I are going to go down that way. Okay, you can see all the hills back there where the city dumps all the yard waste at. I don't know. I was thinking about maybe going back in there. But definitely, if we can't go back inside there in the front, we can work our way around the back, which I know that there's apartments on the other side of those woods. So those woods are definitely surrounded in this little city. Well, that's nice. It would be nice to be able to go back in there though. All right, that sign says $100 fine for dumping trash. And that sign as well says the same. And I do not see anywhere posted that there's no trespassing. So, which is awesome. Well, I was gonna go back in the front of that place, but I am just looking in front of me at houses and a church, and it would be too obvious if I was to go in right in that entrance. So what I'm gonna do is just go ahead, go behind me, over around that corner, and cut inside the woods from that direction. It's too bad too, because I really wanted to go in that way. It looked like a lot of fun. The adult in me says, don't do it. The kid in me says, hey, that looks like a lot of fun to climb those hills. But anyways, the adult side of me won out for today. Maybe we can come out of there in the morning that way. But all right. Let's get a move on, because I forgot to tell you guys, it is supposed to rain cats and dogs here in just a couple hours. So I better get a move on and get camp set up before we get drenched. Okay, going in. Man, it doesn't look too bad back here. You can't see too far into those woods. If I'm not mistaken, that looks like a creek down there. I'm not sure. Looks like it would be a creek. I guess let's walk over there and check it out. I mean, this place is busy. Cars go by every second. I mean, it's going to be a challenging place to, at least so far, to try to find a place to camp. Here, I'll show you why. Check it out. I mean, look at all these sticks and all this debris on this ground. Anyways, I wanted to go up here and see if that's a creek. Yep, it sure is. Yep. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna try to move down that way to try camping. let's look behind me and see what's behind me. I mean, the road is right there. I mean, trying to look at the clouds. I think we're good for a couple hours. Yeah, if I would have known that there was a creek where we were going to be camping tonight, I would have brought my Sawyer water purifier and not even bother to have brought too much water, because water adds a lot of weight. Granted though, my pack is only like 22 pounds, so that's awesome. You know, I thought it was going to weigh like 35, 40 pounds, even though all my equipment's new. I don't know why, I just thought it would be heavy. And when I put it on the scale at home, I was shocked to see 21 pounds. I just had to add another pound to it because of all my camera gear and battery chargers and things of that nature. But yeah, so I guess we're gonna be going north of here to find a place to camp, because as you can see, there's nowhere to camp, and besides that, it's way too close to that road and all those second story windows in those houses. I mean, if anybody's looking outside their windows, they might be able to see me standing here. So I guess let's get a move on before I draw too much attention to myself. Come on. Well, what a bummer. I knew that it was gonna rain today. That is one of the reasons why I wanted to go stealth camping, was because I knew it was gonna rain and I wanted to test out the new tent. Anyhow, I forget to bring my umbrella. Huh. What a bummer. So it's a good thing I brought some black garbage bags, just in case it starts downpouring. I can put my pack inside of the garbage bag. Anyways, but besides that, let's get a move on and try to find a place before this rain comes and gets us soaking wet. All right, come on, let's go. Yeah, that road is non-stop. And we got right in the middle of the screen, you see those apartment buildings. Oh, there's some more apartment buildings too, right over that way. We got lots of cars coming out of that side street. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit stealthy going back into those woods, because we are gonna go back right into there. I mean, it looks like I can easily get inside of there. What it looks like back there, I haven't a clue. But hopefully it's good enough to where we can camp for tonight. Either way, I'm gonna find a place to camp back here. So, and it looks like the rain's holding off. Unless, of course, I just jinxed myself and now I'm gonna get a downpour. But hopefully not. But anyways, I guess I'll start heading over that way and scout out the land over that way. Let's hope we can camp back that way. Well, hopefully nobody goes back in their car in that parking lot. Well, let's try to cut in this way as quick as we can, because I am in the wide open back here. Well, I am very pleased to see what's back here. I mean, I did not think there would be this much space back here. Here. Anyways, check it out. Yeah, see? All the way around. And there's the houses. I did not expect it to be like this back here. I thought it would be like on the other side. So there's a lot of coverage back here, which is gonna make it that much more easier to stealth camp here for tonight. All right, well, let's scout out the land a little bit and find a place to set up camp. Well, back over that way is those apartments or condos, and they have a clear shot 2 stories high back into these woods. So what I want to do is head on back kind of the way that we came, but on this side. And I guess we're gonna just have to stealth camp right next to that road. So I mean, I really have no choice. So, but anyways, I think we're gonna be fine. I can't see anybody coming back, and that's one good thing about if it rains, it'll keep people out of the woods. So that's one plus if it rains. Anyways, let's get back over there to where I'm thinking we're gonna camp for tonight. Come on. Nice. Yeah. Ooh, pickers. Wild pickers. All over the place. See them? All right. Yeah, I'm thinking about just go ahead and camping right there. Nice. Nice log where I can sit. Yeah, I'm kind of really liking this area, and I believe exactly where I'm standing. If I just go ahead and put up this new bivy tent that I bought, I'm sure that will be okay for tonight. I'll just won't put up the tent until right before it gets dark. So, but we have plenty of time to go ahead and make some dinner and everything. And but here, check out what I'm looking at. I mean, it goes straight down into that creek, and yeah, that is definitely about a, I would say about a 13 to 14 foot drop. Here, look at this. So, oh, there is a fallen tree over the creek where you can maybe go ahead and walk across it to get on the other side. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll do that and go up over the top and down the other side and out the entrance that we've seen. Well, anyways, this is going to be our place to camp for tonight. Well, it's definitely not what I expected back here, but it usually never is when you go out and you do these, unless you go ahead and scout the land before you go out stealth camping. But I don't do that. I like to keep things spontaneous and more adventurous and exciting. So sometimes I might Google map the places to see the area, but a lot of times it helps out a little bit, but not as much as you would expect. So I guess, well, let's get this backpack off and relax a little bit and take in these sights. Okay, you see the two kids, the dog and the dad, which is expected out here, especially in that beautiful open field. And how awesome to see a father playing with his two boys out there. But that's one of the reasons why I'm not putting my tent up for quite some time, unless of course it rains out. Oh, some Canadian geese flying by. But I guess in the meantime, I'll just continue to hang tight and chill out on this log. Well, I checked the weather and it said that it's supposed to rain lightly around 7 o'clock. It is going on 6 o'clock right now. And then it said around 9 p.m. it's supposed to rain a lot harder. So I was figuring in the meantime we can take out the propane out of the backpack, and I'll show you the new stove that I bought. Very tiny, lightweight new stove, perfect for hiking. But anyways, let's get inside of the backpack and get that propane out. Okay. Go ahead and get that out. The new stove takes this Coleman Performance Blended Fuel. You can also buy more expensive fuels for your pocket stoves, but I really don't want to spend as much as I've seen online for other fuels. I mean, I've seen them go for $10 all the way up past $20. I didn't want to spend that much. This can of 7.75 ounces of a blended fuel cost me, I would say, around $6. Not a bad deal. Now, this is my stove in my hand. You couldn't even see it when I was speaking with you guys. But it's a BRS stove. It's made out of titanium. You can see it fits in the palm of your hand. I'll have all the details of this little stove in the description below. So you just go ahead and you just open up like that. This is to control the flames on your stove. High, low, medium. I mean, this is pretty cool. I would use this to boil anything freeze-dried. It'd be great for boiling water. But I tested this out and the flame goes really high on this baby. So, I think that you could probably almost cook anything that you want, just as long as it's not too heavy for this. But this is very sturdy, and then all you do is go ahead and screw it right on your blended fuel. It's very simple. And go ahead and test it. Oh yeah. So, gotta screw it on a little more tighter. There we go. I was like, no, it don't work. I just tested it not too long ago. But yeah, it works. So, I thought it'd be nice to cook on this little stove, and a heck of a lot lighter hiking, because my equipment is all hiking weight, which is excellent. Lighter the better when you're hiking. So let's get some water boiling and cook up some eggs. Okay, let's get that stove lit. Ooh. Nice. All right, let's get this cup on here. And I only need a half cup of water. Okay, as that water is boiling, I wanted to take the time to show you guys. So we're going to cook up the Mountain House scrambled eggs. And then I also went to Kroger's and I bought some pre-cooked bacon. I mean, you could take this outside, it doesn't spoil until you open it. And then I brought some tortillas, and I thought, how awesome would it be to make some breakfast wraps out here camping tonight. So, once this water boils, we'll get the eggs cooking. It usually takes, like I said, I would say about 10 to 15 minutes. It takes 1 cup of water, so it shouldn't take long at all to heat up. That didn't take long to boil. All right, let's get some of that water into these scrambled eggs. Let me show you what they look like real quick. Yeah. Like I said, I had these before and they cooked up really well. Make sure this handle's not too hot. Not too bad. All right. That looks, oh, almost dumped it all. Son of a gun. Only a few pieces. When am I ever gonna learn? I should have used the tripod. It's so hard to try to film this with one hand. But anyways, I only dropped about like 7 pieces. I still have a lot left, and that's good because I didn't eat anything all day. All I have are these breakfast wraps to make, and 1 granola bar and some chocolate cranberry nuts for later on to snack on, and I believe that's about it. So let's get these eggs sealed up before they spill on me again, and come back in about 10 minutes and make us some breakfast wraps. Okay, let's make our breakfast wraps. So what I'm going to do, I guess I'll put the pre-cooked bacon on first. Let's get about 4 pieces of bacon on there. I already tasted the bacon and it tastes very good, just like homemade. Eggs, not so much like homemade, but they'll do the job. Yeah. Looks pretty good, you know, for something that doesn't spoil. no matter the temperature outside. All right, let's give it a bite. Very good. You can definitely taste the bacon in it, because not only did I put bacon in it, the eggs also have pieces of bacon and lots of bacon flavor inside of those Mountain House eggs. Well, I like to drop eggs. Anyways, it is starting to get dark. It is almost 7 o'clock, and like I said earlier, that's when it's going to start to lightly rain. And at 9 o'clock is when the heavy rain comes in. So I better hurry up and finish this breakfast wrap, and we'll get that tent. Oh yeah, it's coming in. And we'll get that new tent up, and I'll try to review it as I'm doing it, but I don't think I'm going to have the time to do it. But anyways, let's get that tent set up, because, oh man, I might have missed this by about 20 minutes. Shoot. All right, man. Oh well. I'm hungry, and I'm hoping it doesn't rain for another 10 minutes at least. I doubt it. Okay, I got the gear top, one-person bivy camouflage tent. Let's get it going, because it is starting to rain out. Okay, we beat the rain, but this is the gear top bivy tent, one person. There's 2 doors on either side, so as you can see, those houses right there that stretch right over there, I open up the door away from the houses, because if you look on the other side, there's really not much, just those hills. So, I mean, it's pretty stealthy, I guess. You know what we can do? We could take a walk a little further over that way and then film it this way and see what it looks like. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But anyways, the tent stakes are aluminum, and also the tent poles are aluminum as well. Another good feature about that gear top bivy tent is that the tent poles are magnetic at the ends. There's like an added piece about 2 inches long, and when you start putting it together, it just starts sucking it, it starts building itself. It was kind of shocking when it first did it to me. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Then it dawned on me that it has magnets inside of it. But anyways, here you can check out the bivy tent and tell me what you guys think about it. This is what I'm seeing right now. I mean, it's pretty well hidden. It's right there. I mean, it's not really that bad. So I paid with shipping and handling, I believe about $120, $106. I'm not sure, but it will be in the description in this video, all the details about this. And they claim that it's so waterproof. I mean, they use the word waterproof multiple times in their ad. So I figured, what a perfect time to test it in the rain. So we're definitely going to be getting some rain today. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm not going to even bother filming it, but I'm going to get my my air mattress, my air pillow, and my sleeping bag. Get that all straightened out inside the tent, because it is sprinkling out and it could start coming down any second, and I want to get that tent situated. But I'll see you guys in a little bit. You can see this is a pretty tight squeeze in here. Here's my foot. So, and I mean, you cannot sit up in here at all. But if you wanted to, you could open up 2 doors for ventilation, but it is gonna start pouring out here in about an hour and a half. I'm not too excited now about the rain. I mean, it's gonna get hot inside of this tent. Extremely hot, like a sauna, if I have to close it up. And with no ventilation, wow. Because it feels, I didn't check the temperature, but I would say it feels about like 65, 68 degrees right now. I don't know. But overall, I like it. It's stealthy. It's awful tiny. But it's light though, and it's for hiking. And that's exactly why I bought it. It seems to be a good product. I just would like a little more space. And it would, to be locked down in this tent in a downpour rain, does not sound like a great time. But oh well. That's just part of the adventure. But I don't know. I like it. I think it was worth the money. I'd rather carry this around than my tea time one person tent. You know, it's I forget the weight of this tent. I didn't have time to look at the stove or too much at this gear top bivy tent before I came out. But you seen as I was putting it together, it has meshing all over it. So in the summertime, it should be nice and comfortable, and you should be able to get like a good breeze. Well, I'm gonna get back inside this bivy tent and get everything situated for the night, because I am limited on space. But no, I'm still glad I bought this thing. But I'm gonna get inside get situated for tonight, and I'll see you in a little bit. Well, hello everybody. It is 15 minutes after midnight. It has been raining non-stop. It rains lightly, then all of a sudden it picks up and it goes back and forth. But yeah, I knew once it started raining that I wouldn't have to worry about anybody coming back here. The odds would be very slim on that. Well, I am getting pretty tired, and oh, that's what I wanted to say to you guys. The bivy tent is keeping me dry. The condensation is not that bad in this tent. Not like I expected. I thought it was going to be horrendous in condensation when I had to close the camouflage rain fly, but no issues really with condensation, so that's good. Well, I'm going to kill these lights before somebody spots them from a distance, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It is 15 minutes till 7 o'clock. And when I woke up this morning, there was quite a bit of condensation inside of that tent. I spoke too soon last night before I went to bed. When it rains like the way it was all night long, there isn't much you can really do about it. So you can see now how I have the doors open on both sides of that. So, I mean, that helped out a little bit when I woke up. But it's just a tiny little bivy tent. You have to like enclosed small spaces. So, I like it for what it is intended to do. But besides that, I would prefer my pop-up tent to the bivy tent, but as a hiking pack, I think it works just fine. But anyways, I want to get out of here now, so let's pack up this bivy tent, our sleeping bag, and get our backpack all packed up, and let's get out of here. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, got camp broke down, got everything ready to go. Got about a 4-mile walk back home. Everything's good. Looks like the coast is clear. I don't see anybody back out. So let's get a move on. Look at all the trash on the ground. I mean, there is just trash almost everywhere you look. Wow. Well, the dew on the ground is getting my feet pretty wet. Yeah, actually soaking wet. I just looked down. Gee whiz, check it out. Yeah, my feet are drenched. Oh, these little pickers already starting. These are from last year, but okay, we are gonna go back the same way that we came in. Even though it's supposed to rain today, it turned out to be a beautiful, beautiful morning. Well, thank you for coming along again on another Stealth Camping Adventures. If you like what you're watching, please like, subscribe. If you would, share these videos. Well, I'll see you next time when we go stealth camping.